anyway, the World Cup. So my visit to the World Cup in 2006 for the World Cup that was in Germany was an absolute eye-opener for this thing that all you could take home for souvenirs was stuff made in China. And they were all these little, you know, a little button here and a cap in your team's colours, or maybe a scarf, but it was summer there, so there weren't that many scarves. But nothing was German, except for the beer outside of the stadium. And that, you can't take it home. I mean, it's just... So I started thinking, no, this is crazy. This is a fantastic option. And I talked to people about, you know, would you have bought souvenirs? Would you have, oh yes, you know, oh, it's going to be in South Africa. Oh, fantastic. I want to go to the Kruger Park and I want to do this and I want to do that. And I said, and would you take something home? Oh yes, of course. And then, you know, ideas came up. What about jerseys knitted in my team colours? Couldn't people in the townships make something like that? Okay, maybe, well, I don't know, but you know, let's look at it. And of course, FIFA started off with this whole thing. No, everything had to be controlled by them: the drink, the food, the whole thing. And I started saying, no, this is absolute nonsense. I mean, this is in Africa. You know, we've got to employ people. You can't just come here and bring stuff made in China. When the World Cup is in China, we'll happily buy all those things that are made in China. You must get people and you must educate people, and this is an opportunity. And it took a few years.
This is a pitch battle. I think.
It was a pitch
unbelievable.
battle. As far as I remember, talk about that. You know, there were lots of discussions, obviously, about the stadium and the constraints on trade. And that's the one thing. So I then did, and Terrell Cullen, who was the city organizer for the World Cup, the two of us managed to persuade them that, number one, we would have product as long as they didn't have the logo. So the vuvuzelas, all those things. Do you remember? Now there was someone who came, pitched up in my office one day with an idea. And I said, write it down.
You never saw them again.
No. He was the guy who had been collecting kelp on the Naidoo beach and got all these unemployed people in Masipumalele to paint for vazelas. And we painted them, we had them painted in the colours of different teams. So all the teams that came to Cape Town, I had a budget and I managed to get a vuvuzela for every single member of the team in their team colours. And the football players loved it. I mean, they hated vuvuzelas, but they loved these beautiful things with their colours. So that was
we spread across the world with vuvuzelas.
Yeah. And you know, the idea was that we would have something that people could take home, a memory, and it didn't have to have the official logo on it. So we said, yeah, there's no problem. We won't use the official logo. In fact,
You don't need to.
you don't need to. So then we got into the fan park on the Grand Parade, and we got a stand there, and we, you know, and there were various things around the time we could sell.
But my most abiding memory of it is that, you know, how we had gone through, we jumped, you know, through.
We are the only host country that
they're allowed
ever managed to do that.